Hello, first graders, and welcome to another lesson of Readers Have Big Jobs. Extra, extra, read all about it. You won't believe the advertisement that I ran across today. It was an advertisement for readers. It said, newspaper job posting looking for expert readers. Wanted. Kindergarten classrooms in desperate need of more audiobooks. The kindergartners have listened to every recording of a book in the whole school, calling on expert readers who can make audiobooks for the kindergarten listening centers. Help, please. Well, when I read this, I thought of you. I was wondering if maybe you would be up for the job. Do you think we should take the job? I knew you would say yes. So today I want to teach you that to be really in charge of your reading, you need to use everything you know quickly. When you get stuck on a hard word or on a hard part, use all that you know to get the job done fast. Well, what do you know? Let's take a look at all the things that we've learned in this unit. We've learned how to be the boss of our reading. We stop at the first sign of trouble, try something. If that doesn't work, we try something else to get the job done. We check it by doing a triple check and ask, does it make sense? Does it sound right? Does it look right? Here are the tools for solving and checking hard words. We think about what's happening in the story. We check the picture. Think what kind of word would fit. Get a running start. Try it many ways. Read it part by part. Do a slow check. Crash the parts together. Check if it's a snap word. Use a word you know. Then, to make sure that we understand our books, here are the tools for understanding. We check that we're getting it. Make a movie to picture what's happening. Keep track of who's talking. Say the word the best you can and think about what it means. Well, let's read the last part of Zelda and Ivy, the Runaways. Last time we left off, Zelda and Ivy were making a concoction of some sort. Well, let's keep going to find out what happened in chapter 3. Ivy screwed the top back on the jar. No, she said. What are you going? What are you going to do with Ask Zelda? Will see, said Ivy. She got at the jar. She was sure herself. Zelda went back to her ha. She rubbed her, I don't know that word. I'm gonna skip that word. With her lucky jewel, I don't know that word either. I'm gonna skip that word. She her connectors, rats. She said I'm stuck. Why not take a beak, a breck, a, I don't know, asked Ivy. All right, first graders, how did I do? Did I do a good job of being the boss of my reading and using everything that I know? Did I or did I not? What do you think? Yeah, if you said no, I guess I agree with you. That sounded pretty bad. So let me try that again, but this time I'm going to use my best reading using everything that I know to make my reading sound its best. Ivy screwed the top back on the jar. No, she said. What are you going to do with it? Asked Zelda. We'll see, said Ivy. She gazed at the jar. She wasn't sure herself. Zelda went back to her haiku. She rubbed her forehead with her lucky jewel. She cracked her knuckles. Rats, she said. I'm stuck. Why not take a break? Asked Ivy. Ivy opened a bag of nutty crunches and gave a handful to Zelda. She popped one into the jar. Zelda sat down again. I will finish this poem if it's the last thing I do. Eugene came over to play Go Fish with Ivy. They were on their 8th game when Zelda jumped up and stomped away. I give up, she said. Zelda is having a hard day, said Ivy. She's out of ideas. I know what she needs, said Eugene. Creative juice. Creative juice gets the ideas flowing. So what exactly is creative juice? Asked Ivy. I'm not sure, said Eugene. It's a secret concoction. Perfect, said Ivy. Eugene and Ivy got to work. When Zelda came back downstairs, Ivy handed her a present. Open it, said Eugene. Zelda tore off the paper and read the label. Creative juice. How does it work? Ivy sprinkled the creative juice on Zelda's head. Some of it spilled on the journal as well. My poem is ruined, wailed Zelda. She threw herself down on the floor. Then she looked carefully at her journal. She turned it one way and the other. Wait a minute, she said. This looks like a lake at sunset. She got out her color pencils. I'll make a picture for grandmother instead. All right, first graders, how did I do? If you said I did a good job, I agree. That was my best reading. Now, try this strategy with one of your own books. Remember to use all that you know to get the job done fast. Be the boss of your reading. Remember all those tools for solving and checking hard words and the tools for understanding our books. After you finish reading your book, make a video of yourself reading your book in your best reading voice and then send them to your teacher. I'm sure the kindergartners will love their new audiobooks from the first graders. Readers, off you go.